Alright, we are at the next topic of GamIN Talk, episode 17, and it is Cinema Mode is PlayStation VR's biggest selling point? Question mark. The reason why I wanted to talk about Cinema Mode, and it's funny because we're getting off of VR talk into, so nice segue, guys. Anyway, Cinema Mode is going to be a mode in PlayStation VR that allows you to play all your games as if you were playing it on a theater-sized television or screen. So, with that being said, going to Pixel, letting you start off this one. Do you think Cinema Mode alone could be a good selling point for people who don't have big TVs or people who don't have TVs at all? You can plug this thing in your PS4 and put that thing over your eyes, and boom, you're in the game, watching the game, playing the game. How do you feel about that?
Still need the camera though.
I say no, because most people, like I said, and I think this is probably true, anybody who buys a PlayStation is buying it to play games. They're not doing it for, they don't want the Kinect, they don't want the VR basically. They just want to play games. If it's gonna benefit them playing games, they're gonna buy the VR.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Cinema Mode benefits them playing games. Like, it lets them play the game on their VR headset.
I mean, if all games work, fine.
Yeah, they say all games.
I can't see putting that on my headset just to play, like, if it ain't first person, I can't see me doing it.
I can see me playing Uncharted 4 or that, like a theater, you know?
They're probably gonna add first person view to everything.
They probably gonna have seats in the VR headset first. Like, you can look down and you can see like theater seats with your hands up.
They have that feature for the HTC Vive. When you in a movie theater, they have the curtains and then the seats in front of you. Like, you're really there.
And the controller's floating in midair, so you can follow your hands.
Oh.
Let me say this. The reason I asked this question also is because I was asking some friends about that Cinema Mode, and they were getting excited about the Cinema Mode because of the fact that, hey, everybody doesn't want to stand up and move their arms like they're playing a Kinect game. So at the end of the day, gaming, hardcore gaming, generates from sitting down. You know, all of us paying. You know, the only thing we have to worry about, right, is the thing on screen. We don't have to worry about, hey, what's in the way? I'm kicking something. Hey, what's wrapping around my leg? Hey, what's this? You know, I'm hitting something. You know, when you're playing games, you don't want to worry about that. When you're playing games, you just want to pay attention to what's on screen. So Cinema Mode allows for that to be the main attraction. You know, put your headset on and you're in this theater by yourself. And how cool would it be, Fresh, if they add like a co-op feature? You know how couch co-op is? So you're playing a couch co-op game with a friend online, and he's sitting right next to you, playing on it. How cool would that be? If you look to your right and you see you, I see you.
Yeah, I think I don't think cinematic mode is a selling point, because not too many people know about that cinematic mode. Like, that's the question people ask. Oh, can you play every game? When people ask, can you play every game in VR? They thinking all the games that you have now will be built up from the ground up on VR. That's what people when they ask that question, will all games be played on VR? Some people, like the PR, will have to actually explain to everybody, like, no, it's called cinematic mode, where you can play all games in VR, not VR capabilities, but you can play it in VR like it's on the screen, cinematic mode. And I heard you can adjust the size and stuff like that. That's pretty awesome. But I think if they said that the first time, it would have sold me right off the bat. Like, I wouldn't have to try it out or anything. If I already knew from the gate, like, I would, okay. But my question is, would you still buy? I know it's virtual reality, but if it was just a headset only for cinematic mode, would you buy it?
No, because of the fact that, you know, $400 just to make you feel you're in a theater to watch your games being played. If it was cheaper, yes, it'll be something to maybe look at, but not even $250. Right. Maybe just straight up $150. You know, like.
Oh, you right? Yeah, that's a legit. But yeah, I think cinematic mode is that's a bonus feature that I wouldn't say it's a selling point. It's definitely a bonus feature that, you know, people who buys a VR day one, they don't know, and they just try it out. They're like, oh snap, you can play all games in VR. That's pretty cool. Who don't know about it. So I think that's a cool bonus feature to have. Because if they didn't have it, I mean, I guess it would be all right. So that's why I think that, you know, this is a bonus feature for cinematic mode. I think it's gonna be cool watching all your Netflix movies and playing your games, cinematic mode, just sitting back chilling, or probably just laying down in your bed. You just want to watch a movie, just right there. Just put the headset on, just lay back and chill.
Yep. And let me say this.
I think it'd be a fun experience, you know. And then you get to revisit all your games that you want to play, that you beat in the past, but you want to experience it in cinematic mode. I think that's something that's going to be popping. That's going to be popping for real.
For real. I think it's not the biggest selling point, but it is a selling point nonetheless. Because there's many points to sell VR, and that's one of them. Because of the fact, like you said, you could revisit.
Yeah, but nobody don't know about it.
But that's what I mean. Like it's a point lower of the list, you know. Like
it is a point lower.
It's definitely a point though, and to me, I can't wait to witness it because the biggest thing with trying VR is the resolution being low with the VR games. Did they confirm or will they tell us will the resolution? Because right now I can sit on my bed and watch and play my games on my TV. But if I turn cinema mode with the VR, have the headset on, will the picture be as clear as me sitting down watching this thing? Because of the fact that, hey, of course I can wear my glasses, but I'm just saying, man, if the resolution ain't on point with the games, because it's generating whole games, right? It's generating whole games on your PS4 in the display instead of being on your TV. And it will be on your TV as well as on your PlayStation VR headset. I just want to know if the resolution, or will Nathan Drake have some choppy blocks on his face? You know, you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, didn't he say? No, they just talk about size. They didn't talk about the resolution.
Yeah, so, like it's all games like you know how PlayStation advertise, you know, share play. Like all the games on share play are 720p. Will the PlayStation VR cinema mode be 720p? If they said that might hurt VR in my opinion. For me, like if they say the resolution of, you know, cinema mode games will be 720p at 30 frames per second.
You know what I think? I think PlayStation back on PS3 when PlayStation Home was around, and you could watch Netflix inside of your home on PlayStation.
Did it look good?
The quality was actually like I was literally watching TV because when you're sitting on your couch at home on PlayStation Home, you can zoom in on the TV, and it was actually like how my TV is now. It was just like that. So they did a good job doing that. So I think that it possibly could be the same way for PlayStation VR as far as cinematic mode, watching movies and playing games. It's possible.
I hope it works as advertised, if not intended. Write in the comment section, viewers. Do you guys is that a selling point for you, or is it the biggest selling point for you? If anything, write in the comment section. What will be the biggest selling point for VR? And Pixel said it in the beginning. It is the future of gaming. I believe that. Fresh says it perfectly in another podcast episode. It's a different branch, like how handhelds are. But we're going to move on to our next topic. Stay tuned. All right. We are at our next topic of GamIN Talk, episode 17S, and it is: does Sony need PlayStation Neo to answer Xbox One S or Xbox One Scorpio? ? And man, does Lucio Ball feel like Rocket League, and is it fun? Like, you can run on the walls with Lucio, like some Black Ops 3 type stuff, and kick the ball. I have a play I recorded, some dude literally kicking the ball among the wall running, and kick it in our goal. I couldn't even be mad at him. I was like, bruh. And he just stood in front of the goal and did an emote. I was like, I'm done.